Welcome to another edition of Comet Algebra. This video is for Algebra 1, Chapter 3, Section 6, Money, everyone's favorite topic. So first we need to know some terms. Some of these are familiar, some maybe you haven't heard of. Of course, the cost. Now, cost isn't what you pay for something in this context. Cost means how much a store owner pays to buy an item from their supplier. So of course, whatever they buy the item for, they're going to have to raise that price to sell it so they can make a profit, or they wouldn't stay in business. So the next term is markup. This is how much the store adds on to its cost to get to the retail price that we pay as customers. A markup rate is the percent that they raise the prices, and oftentimes markup can be 100%. If they buy an item for $10, they will sell it for $20, and that leaves them room to put it on sale if they need to. So retail price, of course, is the price that we pay, what we see on the price tag. And to find retail, it's very important right here, I'll star it. To find retail, the store takes whatever it paid for the item, its cost, and adds on its markup. That's how they arrive at the retail price. So sometimes they sell things at full retail, and sometimes they need to mark them down. This is called a discount. The discount is how much the retail price is reduced. The discount rate is the percent that the retail price is reduced. And these are signs we love to see. We walk in and the item we want to buy is 25% off. That is the discount rate. So to find the sale price, they take the retail price and lower it a certain discount. So here's that formula, which you are probably very familiar with. To find the sale price, they take the full retail and subtract the discount. All right, take a minute, write these terms down, and be very familiar with them. In this first example, you really have two ways you can approach it. The store is going to mark up the item 40%, and they paid $90 for it. Now you can take the 90 times the 0.4 and find the markup and add it. Or we could use the one-step method that we learned earlier, where we take this 100%, which represents the cost, the $90, and add the 140 to it. And so we're going to find the 140% with this 90. And again, it's your preference, whichever. There's so many ways to do percent problems. It's hard to show you all of them, but I'll try to do that in class, and then you can choose the one you like. So if you use the one-step method and multiply, you would get $126, and that is the retail price of the suit. And like I said, the other way you can do it is to take the $90 and find the 40%, which would be $36, and then you can add it on to the 90, and either way you still arrive at a retail price of $126. All right, in this next example, we're finding the sale price, which is what we all like to see. So there's an item that has a retail of $79.85, and it is going to be marked down 25%. So again, a couple methods. First, we could just find what the discount is. So if we take the sale price and multiply it by 0.25, we get $19.96. And then we can do the subtract step where we take that discount off of the retail price. And we get $59.89. Next topic we're going to talk about is commission. Now, commission is a way that people can earn money at their job. You can have a base salary, a regular amount that you earn. You can earn so much an hour, And then depending on your sales, if you sell a lot of items, you get to keep a percent of that. So it's to motivate people to be better sales representatives. So a commission, your commission is the actual dollar amount that you get to keep that is based on the sales that you make. The commission rate is the percent of that. You know, it might be 5% commission, 10% commission, something like that, that the employee receives in your paycheck. And we're all familiar with tips. Tips are what you decide, amount that you pay for a personal service that you receive. And there's some accepted values for tips. You know, in a restaurant, 10 to 15%, but it depends on many different variables that people decide on their tips. So let's look at example 3 here. They want us to find his commission rate. So we're looking for the percent. If his total sales for the month this was $8,250, so he sold a lot of electronic equipment. His gross income for the month was $3,660, and that includes a monthly salary. So some of this pay here, some of this was not commission. Some of it was just a straight up salary. So we're going to have to take that salary off of there and find out just what the commission money that he earned was in order for us to find the percent. So this is a 2-step problem. So the first step is finding out how much of this paycheck was the commission. So we'll take the entire paycheck, $3,660, and we'll subtract the salary that he would have gotten if he would have made no sales at all. So if we subtract that, we get $1,485. So this is the commission in dollars. And we're asked to find the commission rate. Let's just go back up to our notes here and clarify that the commission rate, this percent, is found just like any other percent. It's part over total. That the commission is just part of your pay. That comes from the total sales. So we have the numbers we need now. To find the commission rate, we'll take the part that he got to keep, the $1,485, and divide it by the total sales of $8,250. And I got 0.18, which then gives us a commission percent of 18%. That's pretty good if you can get 18% commission. I don't know if I've heard of that. All right, the last part we're looking at in this section is the formula for simple interest. And I call it the PERT formula. I equals PRT. I stands for how much interest the person earns. P stands for the word principal, which is another word for how much money you start with when you open an account. R is an annual interest rate, but please note it is changed to a decimal in the formula. And T is the time in years. So this is just a straight up multiplying formula. You take the money times the interest rate into decimal times how many years. So it's a pretty simple formula. So they're going to ask us to solve problems like this. The example we have, Jennifer invests the same amount of money in each of 2 accounts that receive a total of $36 interest at the end of 1 year. So this is kind of nice that they're just giving us 1 year to work with. The accounts earn 5% and 7% interest. So how much did she have in each account? Well, did you catch at the beginning of the problem? She has the same amount in each account. So that's really nice. We can have X equals how much money is in each account. So in the formula, the principal for both of them is X. So we can do these separately, and then we'll have to add them together to add up to the $36 of interest. So we'll have to find the interest on the 5% of the formula, the interest for the 7% account, and add them together. So that's the strategy. So first the 5%. Well, X is the principal. That's the starting money. So if she started with X, and 5% as a decimal is 0.05, and times 1 year. Okay, no big deal, timesing it by the 1. So that's the interest for the 5%. Now let's look at the interest for the 7% account. The principal again is X dollars. 7% as a decimal is 0.07 times the 1 year. So if we have these two, this is how much interest she got at 5%. This is how much she got at 7%. Together, she got $36. So let's make an equation. Let's write these in standard form and add them. So we have 0.05x plus 0.07x is equal to the $36. So now let's solve this for x. And so I combine like terms, and then when I divide both sides by 0.12, I get x equals 300. So then our answer would be she has $300 in each account. All right, now you have the knowledge you need to do section 3.6, so have fun with math.